Hello everyone. So today let's see how we can use the 3 R's: reduce, recycle and reuse using day-to-day products. Now materials required: any unused containers, glass, PET bottles, balls, mugs, etc., Fevicol, acrylic or poster color, pen brushes and color palette, carton box, wax crayons, candle and newspaper. Now first I am taking opaque balls, one opaque glass and one translucent glass. Now I'll start the process with one, so others I'll keep aside. So what I'll do next is I'll take a container and I'll pour a little Fevicol in it. Now I'll add acrylic color to it. I'm using acrylic color, you can use poster color also. Acrylic color stays longer period than poster color, so it's better to use acrylic color. Now what you have to do is take a brush and mix the Fevicol and the acrylic color properly. Now I'll take the color and start coloring one ball. I directly applied the yellow color to the green ball, but to get the desired color, what you can do is the first coat you can apply white paint, and on top of that you can apply the color that you want. We are applying Fevicol to the color so that the color stays for a longer period of time. To get the desired color prominently, the first coat should be applied as white to the object if it is a darker color object. If you don't apply the white color, eventually what happens is the color fades. The color which you apply fades away and it looks faded. The process to color is either you can color the outside part first and let it dry, or you can color the inside part first and let it dry and color the other part. Also color the edges. As my white color was not enough, so I went for the yellow color directly. So what I did was I went for a second coat of the yellow color. So now after coloring the second coat, I let it dry and I started coloring the rest objects which I have. Again I directly went with the pink color. I could have given a white base also. After completing the second coat, I let it dry and proceeded to the next process. As the balls had completely dried, so I started drawing on it. What I did is I drew smileys with the help of a marker. You can also do this with the help of a brush and acrylic or poster color. Now I filled it with color to complete the next process. Now following the same process, I'll complete the rest balls also with some more smileys. Now let's see the final result. Now let's proceed to the glass that we have colored pink. What I'm doing is I'm taking colors in my thumb finger and I'm coloring it. It is a very easy process for coloring and giving some patterns with your fingers. It also takes a very less time to complete. After completing one phase, let it completely dry before applying any other color. After drying, I started putting blue colors to it. As you can see how easily I am doing it with my thumb finger. It is very easy and it's time saving also. After completing the blue pattern, I'll just give a little touch up with the yellow. And you can see the final result. So the next one, I took a translucent object and first I colored it white and then I colored it with the desired color I wanted. This is the final product. This is also a translucent glass that we saw in the beginning. I colored it white first and then I colored it green and then I gave some patterns. After completing the pattern, what I did was I took a toothbrush and I started spraying white color to it. And you can see the final result. Now I'll show a glimpse of all the products whose process we have seen just now. Now I'm taking a coffee mug which I'm not using now and colored it with golden color as it was already black in color. Now I took two petal shaped pieces from the carton box and one lid of the PET bottle which was black in color, and I stuck all this with a good adhesive. And this is the final product. Now I'll show some glimpse of more products that I did using PET bottle. I cut the lower part of the PET bottle and I colored the same process as I explained in the earlier process. So let's proceed to the next process. In this process you have to be very careful because we are using candle, so be very careful with the fire. Before starting the product, keep the product on top of a polythene so that after finishing the process, if the product gets stuck with the polythene, it can easily be separated. I am using a vase which was not used since years. So what I am doing in this process is I've taken a steel spoon and kept a wax crayon on top of it and kept it on top of the candle so that the wax crayon melts. As soon as the wax crayon melts, pour the contents to the object. The pouring can be random. Do not use PET bottles for this process. Use hard plastics. If you use soft plastic or PET bottles, when you drop the wax on top of it, the plastic will melt. Remove the extra wax from the edges. Don't worry about the spoon that you are using, it can be washed. Now you can see the end product. It looks really beautiful and creative.